Everyone, welcome to my Java tutorial. This is a tutorial for the pretty beginners who are really the beginners, not in an advanced level of Java programming. I request all people who are very much advanced in Java not to follow this tutorial because these are pretty much basics of Java that will not help you at all. At the very beginning of my tutorial, I beg your pardon if I do any mistakes because I myself is a learner in this case. So you may ask me why opt for Java rather than other programming languages. So the very first reason that I would like to mention is the platform independence of Java. Platform independence means that the code remains same irrespective of the platform involved. To understand this, we need to know about the JVM. It is an acronym for Java Virtual Machine. It is an abstract machine which provides the runtime environment in which Java bytecode can be executed. This bytecode is the intermediate language between source code and machine code. This bytecode is not platform specific and can be fed to any platform. This is the main reason for which Java is platform independence. Again, you can run Java in any machine, in your rice cooker, in the microwave oven you have. And another thing that I would like to talk about is Java is really fast. And the reason behind is JIT, just-in-time compiler. It compiles parts of the bytecode that have similar functionality at the same time, so it reduces the time needed for compilation. Enough of the theoretical talks, and I would like to move on to the codes. So there are some, in this tutorial mainly I would like to talk about the primitive types of Java. There are different primitive types you can see in the documentation. There are int, byte, there are shorts, there are longs, and there are chars. So we'll just have a look over them in the Java doc from Oracle. So let us here do code something. So basically here three types of data types will be taught. One is char, one is int, one is double. At the very beginning of your learning Java, these three data types are very much important. I'm sorry. Let's write some code. So what I have written here is the very basic body of a Java program. Unless you write these, you cannot compile or run any Java program. So you may ask me what public is, what class is, or what static is, and what does void mean. These are the things to learn a bit later. We'd like to talk about these things in the later parts of a tutorial. There you can know what a public is, actually what access modifiers are. There are many like protected, private, and public. So we'd like to learn about them later on. So just keep in mind that this is the very basic body of a Java program, and here you can see that I've written task 1. This is the file name that will be created if you compile and run this Java program. So as I've talked earlier, we'd like to talk about data types like int, double, char. So from int, it is very much clear what an int is. It holds the value of integer, and double is something that holds the decimal point. So float also holds the decimal point, but double is 64-bit and float is 32-bit. So what char is, it holds the Unicode characters. For example, R or O or P, these characters. So when many of the characters are combined together, they are called string. For example, if I write A, this is a character. If I write R, this is a character. But if I together write AR, this is a string. We'll be doing some tricks on string here in our tutorial too. So let us proceed forward. If I write int J, that means that a box J is created with a data type of int. So you have to keep here integers. So if I write int J is equal to 7, then it means a box named J is created of data type int, and the value within that is 7. Oops, put always a semicolon at the end of every line. And again, to talk about the doubles, just write it double m. That means a box named aim is created, and you can put the double values, it means the decimal values in it. For example, I put it here 8.9. So these are the two things you can see here. So other than these, let us do some operations. For example, we'd like to add these two numbers. So let us create a variable called n is equal to m plus j. That means that m and j will be added and kept in n. But keep in mind that we should also declare what an n should be. It means we have to declare it as double n, so that a box named n is created with the type of double. So we need to print our result to see the output. Here out system.out.println, println means print line, and out means output, and system means the system wherever we are in. So just keep it here and hit the compile button, and you can see that it's asking where, in which directory to save the file. Save it, and here you can see that the file has compiled successfully. Just run it. You can see the addition of 8.9 and 7 is 15.9, and is showing the correct output. In a similar fashion, you can do the other things. For example, you can just write int a is equal to 9 and subtract it from n, and hit the compile button. It compiles and run it. So you can see the output here. So if you want to multiply, just put a star here in case of the minus sign. Just compile it and run. So this is the output you can see. So these are pretty much easy task to do. Let us shift to strings. We have said that combining some characters make a string. So let us write some strings. String a is equal to, keep in mind that you have to put all of your strings in double quotes. String a, we're going to print this. So hit compile. It doesn't compile. Why it doesn't? Because we have given the command to print the n. There's nothing called n here. As you have changed the variable name to a, you have to put an a here. Just compile and run. So it prints co. So you can see the output here. So what we have done today is that we introduced a pretty basic programs of Java. So we have talked about some data types. In later tutorials, we will elaborate to talk about the different data types like short, byte, and long, and we'll do some input criteria. For example, how to take input using scanners, and some looping steps. As the first tutorial, I would not like to just make your head overloaded. So that's all from this time. Good day.